I think that the people who run organisations do have a great deal of personal accountability, and the regulations have changed in recent times to make that very clear. Whether at the end of the day negligence is going to be the cause of some sort of criminal liability, time will tell. It's very difficult to pinpoint. It's not usually a single person who's the cause of a problem. It's over a period, things get wrong, and you say, oh, well, is it today bad? And you think, no, we can do this and then that turns out not to be right. So it's over a long period, and lots of fingerprints are on the problem. So I probably wouldn't go as far as to say that people who run companies badly are criminally liable, but they're certainly personally liable.
Do you think that banks and or other financial institutions are still too big to fail?
Well, this too big to fail is such a phrase, isn't it? I think that we go through cycles of organisations who become very big and they extend out of their areas of expertise. And I think that's always very dangerous. And a point I'm trying to get across is if you are running a large organisation, who amongst the non-executive directors actually understands the business you're in? Do they simply rely on the executive team to tell them? But you also need non-executive directors who are highly conversant in the management of crises. All organisations, all large organisations, will have crisis exercises and tests. How often does a non-executive director actually attend those? And even if they did, would they know, had they been in a crisis? Because that's where you need to have the expertise on the board.
But I think you've also said that you think non-exec directors should be working something like 150 days a year. I mean, that makes it a full-time job, doesn't it?
Yes, exactly. But in large organisations which operate all over the world in many types of businesses, you need to be able to spend time in those businesses, meeting the executives who are making the decisions. I don't think you can do that in 30 or 40 days a year. It's just too extensive. At Lloyds Bank, we operated in 40 countries. You know, how do you get across to even the big ones unless you're working well over 100 days a year?
You're going to have fewer people wanting to be non-execs under those circumstances, though, aren't you?
I don't see why that is the case. No, I don't see why that is the case. I think that the non-executive director population at the moment may not be up for that, but there's plenty of other people out there who may well be disposed to doing that.